Hello, I'm Mark Horowitz, a performing arts specialist at the Library of Congress. I'm thrilled to announce that the library has just acquired the Neil Simon Collection, the papers of the most commercially successful American playwright ever. And not just a playwright, but a screenwriter, a television writer, and a librettist for musicals. The numbers are staggering. 28 plays on Broadway, 5 musicals, 11 original screenplays, and 14 film adaptations of his own stage works. Among his classic works are Barefoot in the Park, The Odd Couple, Sweet Charity, Plaza Suite, The Sunshine Boys, The Goodbye Girl, Brighton Beach Memoirs, and his Pulitzer Prize winning Lost in Yonkers. What's in the collection? Everything we hoped for and more. Of course, the most important thing are the scripts. So far in the collection, we have identified over 180 titles. Of the unknown titles, some are represented by one or more complete drafts, others by only a scene or two. Some of these are early titles for shows that will become well-known under later titles, but the vast majority are not. And so many are intriguing based on their titles alone. Blue Period, Cooking Class, A Foggy Day, a Gershwin musical, Killing Cousins, The Merry Widows, a screenplay for Bette Midler and Whoopi Goldberg, and The Shakespeare Murders, to name a few. In addition to the number of titles, also exciting is the number of drafts. After the original, some shows have 8 or more discrete drafts, and even those drafts come in variants and revisions. But perhaps the most thrilling is how much is handwritten. Dozens and dozens of drugstore spiral notebooks filled with Simon's tight scrawl. First drafts are invariably handwritten, but then much of it we know is rewriting that he did sitting in the theaters while attending rehearsals and previews. Simon famously honed and polished his works. The collection is also rich in posters, photographs, awards, letters, clippings, and programs, and even signed baseballs. But perhaps the most unexpected thing we found, some 20 notebooks and pads of drawings, cartoons, and artworks by Simon. Why is the Neil Simon Collection important to the library? It preserves and documents the history, work, and creative process of one of our most significant American writers. We anticipated that it will be a near unlimited resource for scholarship and study. We hope that some unproduced works might be produced, and some unfinished works perhaps completed, of course only with the blessing of the Simon estate. We also know that the collection will enhance and be enhanced by collections already at the library, collections of Simon's friends and collaborators. For instance, we have the papers of Bob Fosse and Gwen Verdon, with whom he created Sweet Charity. We have the papers of Marvin Hamlisch, with whom he created They're Playing Our Song. We have the papers of Oliver Smith, the set designer for 5 of Simon's shows. And then there's the Sid Caesar collection. And of course, the Simon Collection joins the collections of other playwrights and screenwriters whose papers we hold, including Simon's contemporaries, Arthur Lawrence and Jules Feiffer. The library is proud and happy to now be the permanent home of the Neil Simon Collection. We will look forward to seeing many of you in our performing arts reading room, investigating the collection's contents, and we hope sharing some of your discoveries with us. And don't worry, we'll forgive you for not being able to help yourselves from laughing out loud in our reading room. Thank you.